Hey, it's ordinary old guy here in the old garage gym. I'm going to try to press this one along. My battery is going to be running low and who knows what might happen here. Not to mention this list is a little too long for my likings that I've been working on as far as fitness influencers and who might be next for today. So is this somebody who's going to help you out? Is somebody you've ever known, heard of, whatever maybe? And we're going to try to get through that. I'm going to throw a couple together because I think I could probably narrow this down to maybe, one, two more times. I'm not sure. And today it's going to be somebody you may or may not have heard of come across. And I first came across them some time back, who knows, maybe 5 years ago or so, maybe more. They had an instructional video on the leg press and the positioning of your feet on the leg press and the toes out and the toes in and up and down and all over the plate and the depth and all this stuff, and what the importance part of that was. Very informative as far as targeting the respective muscles to that degree. Okay, and then from then on I checked out some of his other videos, Come and Gone, this and that. It's changed dramatically from what he does now, and what he's presenting now is very different from what he did. Who knows? I think at one point, I swear the name changed, but I don't know, I could be wrong. And this is Renaissance Periodization. Maybe that's why, okay? Which he typically refers to as the RP app. His training program when he's basically doing his stuff is Dr. Mike Israetel. He's done lots of collaborations with other popular YouTube fitness people. All of these people that I've mentioned so far have millions of viewers. And he's been working his way up the ladder, does a lot of critiques of other workouts and different aspects of that as far as his information is concerned. So some of his humor could be very interesting and or not, or upsetting to you. I don't know. And but he does put out a ton of content constantly. So whether it's a tiny short, a lot of it is around entertainment, but sometimes typically clearly with a lot of educational piece. Pretty straightforward, pretty upfront guy. Self-critiquing. He is probably more so along the lines of wanting to build giant muscles. Okay, so if you're really just wanting to get big and giant, then he's your guy, and check him out at Renaissance Periodization. All right, you could try to type that in. Good luck, even if you know how to spell Renaissance. Or you could always try his name, Dr. Mike Israetel, or maybe just think Dr. Mike, and that might pop up instead for you. Okay, I'll put that in the little notes section here when I finish this video. I'm going to go on the complete other side of the fence on this piece, and that's going to be Jeremy Ethier. Okay, so Jeremy here is somebody that I did come across a long time ago. Look, if you type in something like chest workout or a biceps workout, who knows? He might be up there. He kicks in. He has a lot of followers. So the fact that when you go on some of these other sites, like if I were just to go to Renaissance Periodization, or let's say I'm going to go to Brian Shaw, or I'm going to go to the Buff Dudes, or whoever it is, I'm not going to see him. He's not going to pop up on that feed. What's great about him is, again, this is a natural, and I should go back up, and Dr. Mike is not. And we should go back. So for here, Jeremy here, he is. And he probably, if I could have started at a younger age and done things properly, maybe it'd be along this lines. He is just trying to share as much information as possible. He tries to stay up to date. He tries to make connections. It's really very basic. He is not big and jacked and gigantic. He has been plugging away at what he produces for quite some time. This is not a big entertainment piece. He might, joke a tiny bit here and there, but he's just trying to bring fitness and intelligence along the line. Look, there's other people that fit in this box also that I would throw in. I'm going to say Scott Herman. Scott Herman Fitness. He's somebody who goes way back. He started with a very raw, basic thing. He was around for before a lot of other people. Sean Noel Johnny, I can't get his last name quite right. But sometimes he gets caught up in stuff that's a little bit different. So if you're looking, and again, that ballpark of like, hey, let me just do some workouts and be a natural, as buffed as I can be guy. Those are the guys, and Jeremy Ethier is on my list here as the person that I'm sharing today. Some of those other people, you're welcome to check them out as well. As far as they got good stuff, and they seem to be rather presentable. Sometimes I start to drift away people because it's for me it's just a redundancy again for all the years that I've been into weightlifting and whatnot of information, and sometimes it's just a feel for what's going on. So those are the two I'm going to share for today. Quick recap: Renaissance Periodization, Dr. Mike Israetel, and Jeremy Ethier, which I think is just his thing at Jeremy Ethier, but he should pop up regardless of that. And I'll double check it before I post it in my notes here for anybody who wants to look and connect to them and look at their fitness channels. So we have two different pieces. You want to get huge and gigantic and big muscles and stuff like that, or just be entertained, maybe sometimes in a way that might not be appropriate. And you like that, then you go there. And if you're like, hey, I just want to work out and figure out some new exercises and make sure that when I'm actually working my biceps, I'm actually working my biceps, then go check out Jeremy there. Okay, so another two people. I'll follow things up and I'll keep moving along. Itching to get back to work on this stuff. I did sit here the other day and I did 3 sets of 10 with just the bar, focusing on what was happening with my shoulder. And I did find that if I pretended like I was trying to bench press a lot of weight and keeping a narrow grip here, my shoulder was okay. But if I got lazy and thought I'm just pressing the bar, then it started moving around on me. So, but who knows? I'm surprisingly sore considering it's been so incredibly long since I've done anything. But hopefully I'm going to get back on that journey and see what happens with that and finish up this list and see what else is going on. All right, so thanks for stopping by. Check these people out. Like, subscribe, comment, share with everybody. My stuff too would be awesome. And I guess that's it. All right, thank you.